Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my e-portfolio. So today I'm going to show you what have I done in my e-portfolio. And my e-portfolio is titled "Patronizing the Importance of Managing Finances Among UMS Students." So, and these are the contents of my e-portfolio. There are home, brainstorming, which is mind map, essay outline, essay draft, essay final, and completed essay. Today we are going to focus on essay final, as it has the solution for the subject matter and the artifacts that I'm going to explain in this video. So first, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Menazos Timothy. My student ID is BK19110129, and my hobby is I like to play sports. Any sports such as volleyball, basketball, futsal, as long as it's sports. And my field of study is civil engineering, and where I studied is at the Faculty of Engineering. So let me state the reasons for choosing this essay title. Students, including myself, are facing the same problem, and this would be my advantage to enhance my essay more, meaning that by using the problems that we are facing, I could make it more interesting by putting it into my essay. And I believe that by doing research about this problem, I could improve my knowledge on handling my finances by doing this essay, meaning, what I meant to say was, when when I do this essay, I will indirectly increase my knowledge on how to improve my financial management, and I'm interested in giving out my opinion regarding this topic because I'm confident that the ideas that I put in the essay could help me, myself, and a lot of people that is going to read my essay. So moving on to the essay final, which is I've already opened in new tab. So this is my body paragraph, and one solution that I state is applying for a student loan to support their finances. Student loan is the government have been providing student loans for university students. Student loans such as PTPTN is quite familiar and high on demand, and this method has had helped a lot of students, and the applicants have been giving a lot of positive comments after applying the student loan. And the reason why students applied this and use this method is they are facing the same problem, which is having financial problems. It's probably from their background of the family. They can't manage the money well, and other reasons why that we don't know. So one of the benefits is that students will not be stressing. They can focus more on their studies, and they can do their assignments pretty well, and they do not need to think about any problems except for their studyings. And this will result in good pointer, good mood, good mental state, and so on. But the problem in this method is that once they finish their education in the university, they need to pay it once they started working. So if students chose this method in the present, there will be less stressful now, but in the future this could probably be a burden for them in order to pay, because they have other responsibilities. Maybe they already started a family, maybe they already have a house to pay, maybe they already have a car, maybe their parents need it for their medication, and so on. So that is all. So moving to the artifacts and reflection. So in this artifact and reflection, I've chosen this article about students' financial problems in higher education institution. This article have helped me in order to develop my essay and give me ideas on how to write and give out opinions on this problem, on this subject matter. So without this artifact, there will be no essay of mine. There will be no essay. So in conclusion, money is important, but using it wisely is vital for university students. And I hope that with this essay and with this video, and the person that is watching this video could get something from this video, and will help them and will make them realize, could take something from this video and make them realize why managing finances are important for now and for the near future. So that is all from me. Thank you for watching and listening.
Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. My name is FIRDAUS bin HASIM, and today I would like to present to you my e-portfolio titled Creating a Budget to Solve and Prevent Financial Problems. But before we move on to the discussions regarding the essay, I would like to tell you more about myself. I'm currently a first-year student majoring in mechanical engineering in UMS. Throughout my journey of studying here, I have gained a lot of experience from learning how to take care of myself, meeting new people, trying new things, and learning how to manage myself financially. I also like to solve puzzles and play games outside of my study time just to keep myself a little bit sane from my study journeys. Anyways, the reasons as to why I choose this topic is that I have made an observation. Many students, including myself, are currently facing financial problems, and I want to help students tackle this problem by providing them a solution through my essay. So I would really hope that my essay would be able to help students overcoming their financial crisis. So now we move on to the essay. So now if we look at the essay, we would first need to see the thesis statement, in which this essay will discuss the prominence of financial problems among UMS students and suggest a solution, which is for students to create a budget to solve this problem and making sure it doesn't happen again. So basically, a budget is a financial plan that can also act as a reminder to anyone not to waste their money. Financial problem has been very serious to everyone, and this has been true for undergraduates, as many of its respondents from the study claim to have experienced financial problems, which include having debts to settle, not knowing how to cut their spending habits, not having enough money to last the semester, and also having to eat less meals in a day to save money. These problems have been occurring due to several reasons, namely high living costs, exposure to culture shock, and also students not knowing how to manage themselves financially. So the solution that I've suggested students for them to tackle their problems would be to start creating a budget so that they'll be able to track where their money goes. They should start from how much they have earned from their income sources, and then they should plan their spendings accordingly for a set period of time, a month for example, so that they can at least save some of their money for their future. For their future. Budgeting has been a very common tool for financial management. Almost everyone can benefit from it. Even kids know of the benefits. So the importance of planning a budget should never be underestimated, as it is often regarded as their own cash flow, which can determine whether or not they can take care of their liabilities. They could be putting themselves into a financial crisis without even realizing if they don't know how their cash flows. The main benefit of having a budget is that it would be possible for students to track where their money goes, as there is already a plan on how the money should be spent. Not only that, the plan is also made flexible as it can be changed to suit one's style. Just as the money distribution is adjustable, so is the period of the plan. Maybe you don't like having a plan for 1 month, so you want to manage your money for about 1 week. But there is a downside to this, in which it requires commitment from the students themselves to stick to the plan and not giving in to impulse. I mean, impulse has been the reason why students have been overspending their money, right? So, in conclusion, to sum, financial problems have been one of the most serious issues, particularly among students, for the longest time. Students would not have to face this conundrum ever again through planning a budget. Everyone should have their own budget, despite not being in a financial crisis. Financial management is a very important skill that should be taught to everyone. And with that, everyone's financial matters can be easily organized, and their futures will be easily secured. So that is all for the essay. So now I'm going to talk about the artifacts and reflections where I will be talking about the sources that have helped me in writing this essay. The first artifact that I've chosen is this image here, which says, "There's no such thing as a free lunch." Basically, what it means is that you have to pay a price in order to obtain something. In this era of technology, money is currently the main form of currency. You would need money in almost every scenario presented to you, from simply buying food to paying university tuition fees. This is why I am able to relate these words so much as I am a student, and the same should go for other fellow students. The second artifact that I've chosen is this video about an informative girl.
Hey, FIRDAUS Morganates, and today I am here bringing you guys my top tip.
Oh shit. I think I need to stop recording first because fuck.
Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna presenting my e-portfolio. The title is Overcoming Financial Burdens Among UMS Students. My name is NAJIY and I'm first year degree for Civil Engineering course at UMS. I'm so excited to learn new things, improve my knowledge and my communication skill, especially English, through the year of my study. The reason for me choose this essay title is I want to know more about the financial burdens and problems among UMS students. I want to know what's the causes for the problems and how it affects the life, the students' study and life. My solutions for the financial burdens or problems among UMS students is students need to take a part-time job during their study. The reason for me to suggest the solution is students will be able to choose the part-time job that suit them well, like home tutor or even staff. By taking a part-time job also will enable the student to get some extra money, which will help them to pay the tuition fees and their bills. As we know, the tuition fees and the cost of living in our country is expensive. Students also will be able to choose the right time for them to work without disturbing their study. Even though my solutions sound so good, students need to be aware that by taking a part-time job, they will also have a less time to spend with their friends, rest, or do a revisions. Students also will face a difficulty to maintain their health, and students also will find themselves only having less time to prepare for the class and the final exams. For the artifact, the first artifact is a video from YouTube. In this video, it shares an experience from a student that taking a part-time during her study. From this video, it shows that taking a part-time job during the study can become a solution for the student financial burdens or problem. And for the second artifacts is news articles from New Straits Times. This news article discuss about financial problems among students in higher educational institutions like university in our country. In this news article, the discussion was discussed from three different perspectives. From the first perspective is from a Deputy Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs and Alumni for UKM. And the second perspective is from the Deputy Chief for Policy and Operations for PTPT and all National Higher Educational Fund Corporations. And the last perspective is from student itself. The news articles also discuss about a solution, and in this discussion, they are mentioned about taking a part-time job during study can become a solution for the financial problems among students in our country. And for the last artifacts is a study about financial problems among students in higher educational institutions in our country. The study aims to identify the financial problems among students in higher educational institutions in our country. As we can see in the study, it's been identified that there are 15 financial problems that faced by students. And the study also concludes that there are imbalance between student income and spend, or we can say that the students in higher educational institutions or university in our country face a financial problems during their study. I believe the solutions that I suggest, my solutions, taking a part-time job during study will be able to solve the financial overburdens or financial burdens among UMS students. But students need to be aware that they need to remember that they need to prioritize their study. Don't forget to get enough rest, and always make sure to prepare for the quiz, tests, assignments, the group project, and the final exams. That's all, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Guys, today we will talk about e-portfolio, which is in my e-portfolio it includes home page, mind map, essay outline, essay draft, final essay, and completed essay. So the title of my essay is Managing Finances Wisely so student could focus on their studies. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Muhammad AIDDIN bin SHARUDIN. My student ID is BK191100185. My hobby is playing futsal and playing football. So my field of study is oil and gas engineering. Okay, first of all, I will talk about the reason why I choosing this essay title. So my first reason is because this would enhance my essay, because students include myself were facing the same problem regarding to the financial issues. The second one is I could improve my skills in how to manage my finances by doing research about this problem. Okay, so let we move to the body paragraph, which is in body paragraph 1, I talk about students who is tried so hard to overcome the financial problems by working a part-time job and saving their salaries for educational purpose. In my opinion, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, because it is depends on how the students' attitude and their knowledge to save their money. The low level of knowledge will lead to distract in managing their finances. So the second one, in my essay I will talk about the pros and cons about this problem. So in pros, the advantages is when we working a part-time jobs, students will no longer have to worry about being essentials, which is they will start to provide themselves with what they need and what they want. So because they have their own paycheck, they can start affording little luxuries, like going out with friends and treating themselves. So for the weakness of these problems is these problems can higher rates of absenteeism and less lecture involvement, which is the student can lose focus in their school because they just thinking about their work, and they also spend their time more on sleep. Next, it will cause the students will fall behind in the class, so it will absolutely can affect their marks and the grades in class, also their pointer. So for my artifact, I choose this artifact because it relates to my essay title, which is for all undergraduates including me. All the undergraduates are familiar to the phenomenon, which they have poor financial problem, a financial management skill. So I also choose this artifact because it shows us on how important to save up our money. So, in conclusion, money is important to us, not for us, for everyone, because money can buy anything. But if we use that money, not use that money wisely, it, it will become desire for ourselves. Okay, that's all. Thank you.